Remember my old Malawi tank? In the last episode, we brought it back to life. Full reset, fresh setup, and ready for action. Now, the tank's been through the full nitrogen cycle, and it's finally time to welcome its very first new residents. Curious how I cycled it? And which awesome starter fish are moving in? Let's dive in, agents. As you probably know, fish need specific conditions to thrive. You can't just fill your tank with water, toss in your favorite fish, and hope for the best. I wish it worked like that, but it doesn't. So let's talk about something every aquarist needs to understand: nitrogen cycle. When setting up a new aquarium, this biological process is absolutely essential. It's what transforms your tank from just a glass box with water into a living ecosystem. And the keyword here, patience. So let's break it down. First, you fill up your tank with water. Then you add a colony of beneficial bacteria, either from bottle starter or by using media from an established tank. And then you wait. And wait. And wait some more. Honestly, it's one of the best patience tests in this entire hobby. But what exactly are we waiting for? Well, it all comes down to a few key compounds that can either make or break life in your tank. At first, your tap water might contain chlorine or chloramine, both deadly to fish and good bacteria. That's why I used Sikhem Prime right away to neutralize them. Then, as organic waste or fish food begins to break down, or if you're ghost feeding, the first toxic compound appears, ammonia. It's extremely harmful even in tiny amounts. Luckily, this is where our tiny helpers, nitrifying bacteria, get to work. They convert ammonia into nitrites, also toxin. But don't worry, there's a second wave of bacteria that turn nitrites into nitrates, which are much safer, as long as they're kept in check with regular water changes. That entire process is called the nitrogen cycle, and once it completes, your tank becomes a stable and safe environment for fish. In my case, I added bottled bacteria and even seeded the tank with water from my old retirement tank to speed things up a little. Yeah, I kinda cheated, but it worked. After about 3 weeks, the cycle was complete. Water parameters looked great, and I was finally done waiting. Time to bring this tank back to life. So, there's this tactic when cycling a new tank: adding a few hardy starter fish to help produce waste and get the cycle really going. And I gotta admit, I couldn't wait. I've been staring at an empty tank for weeks, which means, yep, we got ourselves a pack opening, agents. The fish I ordered online are actually part of my long-term stocking plan for this aquarium. But hey, I'm not spilling the full lineup just yet. Some things are best revealed in missions to come, so if you wanna follow the full story, you know what to do. Subscribe and stay locked in. Now, shout out to the seller. The packaging was on point. Solid, heat-insulated box, warm gel packs, nice and snug. Honestly, I've seen tech gadgets arrive in worse condition than this fish. Alright, let's play a little game. Can you guess what Malawi cichlid species are inside? Drop your guesses in the comments. First correct answer gets a virtual high five and a permanent spot in my good books. But jokes aside, let's talk about how to introduce new fish properly, because dumping them straight in, that's like teleporting someone from the Bahamas to Antarctica. Instant shock. Step 1. I float the sealed bags in the tank for 20 to 30 minutes. This balances the temperature, no thermal shock. Have you ever cannonballed in the freezing pool? Exactly, we are avoiding that kind of fish trauma. Just check out these agents. Active alert, looking sharp. Oh, and a bonus point, the seller even tossed in some fish food samples. I love a company that says thank you with flakes. After the float, it's time to open the bags. Slowly, carefully, no rushing. I use a knife to make a clean cut. And then I start adding tank water, gradually, small amounts over 45 minutes or so. This equalizes the chemistry, temperature, pH, hardness, everything. It's not just about being gentle. Fish aren't just floating decorations, they are sensitive little creatures, and water chemistry changes hit them like a punch if you're not careful enough. Once I feel they're ready, I use a soft net to scoop them out and gently place them into the tank. And here's the golden rule. Never pour the back water into the tank. The water's traveled, you don't know what's in it. Stress hormones, ammonia, who knows. Once they're in, lights off. No interviews, no paparazzi. Just peace. Let them explore in the dark. Calm down, get used to their new space. Think of it like moving into a new apartment. You wouldn't want a full house party the second you walk in with your boxes, right? We'll check in on them later, but for now, welcome home, little agents. Mission Restart is officially underway. Alright, the fish are in and they are settling nicely. They were a bit shy when I turned the lights back on, but that's totally normal. I give them a few hours, I bet they'll be out and about begging for food like nothing ever happened. Obviously, this isn't the final crew. This is just the beginning of something much bigger. I've got some serious plans for this tank, and I'm doing it the most professional way possible. So in a week or two, reinforcements are coming in. More colors, more characters, more action. If you made it this far, thanks for diving deep with me. Stay submerged, agents. Underwater Depth, out.